Hello, this is William Bowman, and I'm recording this video for Carla over at K-9 Working Noses Board and Training. Thank you so much, Carla, for allowing me to record this video for you guys. I want to explain exactly what I found on your website and show you what you guys can change in order to start getting some better volume results of clients coming over here. So in order to do that, I want to explain some things so that you guys will have an understanding of how to implement the changes so that you can, be able to tell when they're actually working, because honestly, what we're after here is results, right? So I'm going to be covering the volume of clients looking for your services in your specific area, what your top online competitor is doing to win that volume currently, and things you can do this exact moment on your site to start winning those clients in the future. So starting out, I popped through your website. I love your website. I think it's really well put together. I really like the pictures. I like the all of the different friends and family, playing with dogs, and this bulldog had me laughing the very first time I opened your page. So it's a very well put together site with a lot of videos and a lot of pictures. The one thing that I would recommend if you were trying to get more volume is to put in some more content, but not media content, not pictures and videos. I would say to put in more words, and you can hide these words, behind these videos and pictures and things like that. But you can also write out more text. Basically, what you're aiming for is about 1,000 to 1,500 words of text on the very front page, and then 300 to 500 words of text, on any of the other pages. It looks like you guys did the one scrolling page. So you would want at least 1,000 to 1,500 on this page. And there's a reason for that. The reason being is you want to be able to put in keywords, sprinkle those in and repeat them 5 or 6 times for every keyword, and without making them feel packed. So you kind of need more words. That way you can sprinkle them in there. But what are keywords? So keywords are simply just what somebody would throw into Google in order to find your product or service. So when somebody throws in dog training the woodlands, I'm going to show you kind of what happens in the results. So the first thing is going to be the ads. I'm glad to see that you guys aren't here because a lot of people will just scroll right past these ads. But sometimes it's good to ramp up using ads. So the next area is the Google Map Pack. This is huge. If you do not have this, then I would definitely recommend to go ahead and get this set up. Because a lot of people will actually find companies using this area, and it does increase volume. And linking it to your website, that actually can help with ranking. So definitely go ahead and go do this. If you haven't, you just go to Google My Business and get it set up. Now, if we come over here, this is what's called the organic search area. You can't pay to be at the top of this list. So it's really important to tweak your site in order to end up here for organic search results. So if we pop over here, we're going to see, I'm just going to pull up one of your competitors, Camp Bow Wow. They're a big competitor. When we look at their front page, we're going to see, they have quite a bit of content, probably 700 to 800 words. And I don't want to spend too much time looking at their site, right? What I'd rather do is I'd rather show you underneath the hood. So what are they doing right? So if we look here, we're going to see a bunch of different measures here. So the UR and DR, these are a good measure to determine kind of where you would rank or where you would fall on the Google positioning for different search words. So the UR and the DR are both from 0 to 100. The higher the number, the better. So the UR is a URL rating, and that's kind of like the trustability of your site, while the DR is the domain rating, and that's kind of like the power, the reputation of your site as a whole. So this is a very healthy DR. This UR could definitely use some work for this position in such the woodlands being a bigger area. I would expect this UR to have been more like a 20, 25. So this is actually kind of surprising. But how do you raise these two numbers? So one strategy is to utilize backlinks. A backlink is like if I were to be writing a blog and I were to say, oh my God, you guys definitely need to go, you need to go check out K-9 Working Noses. They are the best in town. And then they put a link to your site. That's a backlink. And I want to emphasize here quality over quantity. They only have 2 backlinks and their numbers have moved so much. It's because they have a really good quality backlink there. So definitely focus on quality over quantity. Find really good high DR, high UR sites to give you backlinks or blogs or things like that to give you a link to your site. And that will allow you to move these numbers. They are ranking for 11 different keywords. And let's go take a look at the volumes. So dog training the woodlands, Texas, on average, 100 people search that every single month and they're ranked number 1. Dog training the woodlands, Texas. They're 80 on average search every month and they're ranked number 2. These volumes will start to add up as you start grabbing all of the different keywords that you can grab. But I would recommend staying away from national rankings like this. I know it has a high volume, but what happens is that if somebody in Chicago searches this and they pull you guys up, they're not going to find you. Or if they do find you, you're not going to be able to service them. So even if you ranked number 1, if somebody in Florida finds you searching this, you can't help them. So it doesn't really impact your revenue. So I would spend more time grabbing things like this in your areas that you actually service. So let's go take a look at your site and kind of see what's going on. So if we look at your site, URF2, DRF.4, looks like we historically had some backlinks, but now there's 0 backlinks. So definitely start working on those backlink structures. And this is actually the biggest issue right here, right? Because it doesn't matter how high all of these numbers are. If you don't have the content to actually rank for those keywords, you're never going to end up on any of the Google search results. So it's really important to put in that 1,000 to 1,500 words of content and to sprinkle those keywords in there. That way you can, get more of these keywords in total that you're trying to rank for. That way, when you do start growing these numbers here, you can actually rank for them and you can start building traffic. So number 1, content. Number 2, good quality backlinks. And number 3, if you don't have this GMB set up, please go and do that. The GMB does bring quite a bit of volume. So I hope this information was useful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or reach out via email. I'd love to hear some feedback on whether or not you are able to implement these, if I was able to explain it sufficiently enough for you to be able to take action. If you could please reach out to me, that would be great. But thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.